Okay, it's Sunday, the 24th of July, 2022, and nothing has happened still. And I still don't know when it's going to happen, what's going to happen, how it's going to happen. And it's really, really frustrating because a part of me feels like my higher self knows all these answers and yet isn't telling me what the plan is, which is really, really annoying. Um, I don't know. I don't want to get on a bus again, but I might get on a train or something. I don't know. I really want to be on the Big Brother show, which is really confusing me because if I really want to be on the Big Brother show, how come the one effort that I made to go there, I end up saying a bunch of rubbish that I don't think really made much sense. And I don't know if I was filmed or anything, but if I was filmed, that's probably people would probably be laughing at some of the things that I said because I do remember saying something about me wanting to go in the house because there's a TV sign. Colour sign in England, I used to spell it with a U when I was a kid, and then I did start putting a U in it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I feel like there's a lot of confusion with that show because I really want to be on it, and yet I'm not making any effort to like watch the show. It's like £5 a month prescription. Now, surely, if I really wanted to be on it, I would pay £5. But it's not the case because I liked the show in England, and I liked how sometimes people went on having no clue about what the show was actually like. Like I didn't watch the first episode, um, but people said that it was the reason why it was so good is because the people who went on that show just had like no idea what was actually going to happen, and I didn't watch it, but I liked that idea of going onto a TV show where you have no idea what's about to happen or even how they show it or how they display it, and so I feel like that's the reason why I'm not watching or making any effort. I'll watch whatever's on the Instagram posts, but they're all confusing. Like they're not very like it doesn't really give you an idea of what the show's actually like on the Instagram Big Brother show because it doesn't show like what's what the show's actually about. But I don't know. But I like that idea. I definitely like the idea of going onto a TV show with my own intentions. I want to go onto Big Brother. Why? Because I want to be in a house where I'm filmed. I want the world to see me as like a real person and not just as I don't know, but I want them to just to have a chance to see me as a real person. Um, but on the other hand, I feel like there's going to be so much about the show that I'm not going to know, and I don't want to know. That's the reason why I'm not looking at the show. Um, how if I get on, how I get on, I don't know. I've been it's something I've been thinking about a lot because I really wanted it for a very long time. And when I was in Birmingham, I don't know. I kept trying to have visions where I don't know, just someone shows up my door and takes me off, and I don't know. It just never happened. And then years happened went past, and the show got cancelled and stuff like that. And it's just like is that ever going to happen? And then I'm just like, you know what, I need to get into Los Angeles. Why? Because this is the place that I most want to be. This is the place that I've always most wanted to be, even though I know nothing about the place. And now that I'm here, I do think it's very overrated. You know, like you've always wanted something, and then when you go and find out what it's actually like, you're kind of like, is this really what I want? I think it is because I think if you're rich and if you have money, you know, this you'll see the nicer side of it, which is going to parties or like the Paris Hilton side. That's the side of America that I absolutely love, um, where you just you know just are famous or are known and you don't have any expectations to do something. You just be yourself. Although she always looks good, but it's really nice looking good, and I don't know how she always looks good in photographs because it's like yeah, I can never always look good, but I like I like the Beverly Hills side of it, and that's somewhere that I want to visit. Um, Clueless went there, and she said that anything lower than sunset is bad. But I don't really know what she meant by sunset because I'm not sure if that's a place or if that's I don't know. But um, I just know that I don't know what I want. I just know that something needs to happen, and I don't want to go back to England. Um, I'm really, really fed up with England, and it's boring. The people there are just boring. Like there's here, I feel like there's a sense of drama. Like when I don't know when I see Britney Spears' star next to Rex's star. Like I don't know if you just did that last week because you knew I was coming and you wanted to set it up. I mean, I did walk past that era 2 days ago, and I remember looking on the floor and seeing Pink and Michael Jackson, but and Donald Trump, but I didn't see Britney. But I wasn't really looking. I felt like I only saw those three because as I walked past, someone was pointing down at the floor, and then I ended up looking and oh yeah, I know that name. Like it annoys me having them all in different directions, so I'm trying to not look at the stars. But I feel like I should though, because occasionally I see something that's a bit useful. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to read signs. There's loads here, and I like being here. Um, I went to the south side to see if it was a bit more friendlier, and I just didn't feel that at all. Mostly because the bus ride was so awful, and rackety and noisy and slow, and yeah, it just took forever, and I still didn't get really that close. And then I was even tempted just to not go to the beach at one stage because it was like this too far away. But yeah, I I keep thinking about like how it's gonna end, and I don't know, but I think it's got to be this week or soon. Really, really, it's got to be this week. Has it got to be this week, or am I just saying? I don't know. I'm trying to hear in my head if something sounds true or not, and I just I don't want to go back to England and not with this not completed. Or I know it's not going to be completed for a while, but people need to see my face. They need to have an opportunity to know me. And okay, I don't think they should really know me as a god because there's going to be a lot of people that are freaking scared of me, a lot of people who will want to kill me, a lot of people who want to kill themselves. And then as soon as people start losing people, that's when they're going to start wanting to kill me for the people. You know, there's positive people think of positive things and negative people think of negative things. Now, if there's loads of negative people and they realize that I'm God, they're not going to see me as God. They're going to see me as someone who's created all the world's problems or all the wars or, you know, everything negative. They're going to see me as something that's created everything negative because in their head, all they're thinking about is negativity. And people who are positive are going to think of all the positive things and probably be like, oh, why do you hate so many people? And that's also going to annoy me because it's like, hello, do you not know what I've gone through? But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to remain balanced, but it's hard to remain balanced when your mind is doing the splits in all sorts of directions. So um, I just want this to end soon, very soon, and I'm kind of feeling like I don't know what the solution is to end it. I just want it to happen as soon as possible, and I don't know if you are doing something behind my back. Can you just do more of it to like everyone and just get everyone to see my face or something? Like I don't know. I know I need to go into a Big Brother show or some sort of show where everyone sees me, and that needs to happen. So just make it happen. Like seriously, just make it happen. Um, I don't know how to make it happen myself because I don't run or own a TV show or anything. And I just I don't know, but I don't want to go back to England. Um, but I feel like I don't have much choice in anything I say because if I did, I wouldn't. This would have ended years ago. Um, what's your solutions? I thought something was going to happen maybe last night because it was Saturday and it was like exactly a week after I came to this hostel and a week after I fainted or something. I don't know what happened. Um, and yeah, I think though the thing here in England, if you start acting crazy, they'll lock you up and or start suicide or whatever, they'll lock you up. Whereas here they don't do that. But at the same time, I'm quite glad they didn't do it because I don't remember what happened that night last week when I went to hospital. But I do have a memory of someone saying, "Are you on drugs?" No, and then they said, um, "How are you feeling?" And then I just said, "I want to die." I remember saying that, and I think if I would have said something like that in England, you'd end up in this section. Although technically it was on drugs. If you're on alcohol and you say that, they don't actually count that as anything. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just know. Why am I not on the show? Seriously, it's like it's not even a big show. It's like on Paramount where you have to pay £5 to watch it, and it's not like it would be hard to put me on a show like that. And characters, they're interesting. I think they're. I don't know. I don't really know anything about them, but I that's kind of the whole point. I'm supposed to be put on with people who are normal, so that I seem normal too, or so that you can compare me to normal people and see how normal they think I. I don't know. It's not supposed to be like. It's not supposed to be. I'm not going on there to be a god. I'm going on there just to be seen. And so, how do I get on there? How do I get on? I'm talking to myself, aren't I? I'm talking to you, whoever's watching this. How do I get on that show? Other than audition, but that's the audition process is ages ago. So that's I auditioned 12, 13, 14, whenever it was, 2010. I just auditioned 12 years ago. Can you use that audition tape and just pretend that I'm now through? And then email me or something. I don't know.